Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had Todoroki versus Bakugo, where, as the name implies, Todoroki and Bakugo faced off in the final match of the UA Sports Festival, and go over quite how anyone planned, honestly. Bakugo ended up winning because Todoroki did not use his left side, he did not use his fire. Because despite the fact that, as he said, Midoriya has opened his eyes, he's not quite sure what he's looking at yet. He's got some stuff to sort out. So Bakugo won, even though he hated it because he wanted to beat Todoroki at his best. So there's that. Meanwhile, Ida went to check on his brother Tensei, who is in critical condition at a hospital. Where is it? Todoroki went to go see his mother because he needs to sort some things out. And we have 2 days off after the sports festival. 2 days for everyone to recuperate, although I would imagine that this episode we're going to get right back into that. We also got a bit of the aftermath and the end credits scene. Uraraka hanging out with her parents. Midoriya having dinner with his mother. And thinking, alright, he needs to figure out how to use One for All his way, you know? And Bakugo just being incredibly pissed. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically that. Yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever, and it's also where I say that if you want to watch my reaction to this episode of My Hero Academia, those words got away from me for a sec, it is unfortunately not in this YouTube video, so what you gotta do is head down in the description or to the pinned comment on this video. There will be a link there. You click it, and it will take you to my highlight reaction, which is, the footage is in the corner. It's all edited and nice and good. If you want to go one step beyond, though, you can head over to my Patreon page, where I do have full length available on my full length tier. But if you want just the edited highlight, it is down in the description for free. You can go, you can watch that, and hopefully have a good time. And when you're done with that, be sure you pop right back over here for the discussion on this YouTube video. So, yeah, with all that being said, we might as well get right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Boy, oh boy. Oh, poor Ida. Poor Ida. He's going for revenge. He's going for revenge, which is just not a good idea. But what a nice episode, man. Nice episode. Everyone got their names except for Bakugo and Ida and Todoroki. The three of them didn't get names. Although, to be fair, Bakugo tried. They just didn't like the whole King Explosion murder. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, I didn't write this down, but the first thing we could talk about is the fact that all the students are famous. I like that. So, when Midoriya is on the train, people are, talking to him about it, because they were rooting for him in the festival. I like that. It adds something to the show now. It's like, not only are they going to get famous because they're going to become heroes, but they're also already famous because of how they performed at the festival. Which, that's the thing is that, they said they're starting their internships, pretty early, actually. They have so many offers because of the sports festival, because of how well they did. So, Man, that is crazy, but I love it. Okay, so the first thing I wrote down was names. So we all got to pick names, except for Bakugo because he couldn't come up with a decent name. Ida because he couldn't bring himself to use the name Ingenium, and Todoroki, who I guess just doesn't care, and he doesn't have someone like Present Mike there to help him. I did like that. I like the flashback to young Aizawa and young Present Mike, and Aizawa just not caring at all. He just doesn't care, you know? He didn't care what name he gets. He doesn't want to be in the spotlight. So he just went with Eraserhead. So screw it. It's nice that Aizawa's out of the bandages now. You know, he's pretty much back to the way he was. He's got some scars definitely, but he is still, he's a lot better than he's been this season. So that's at least good. Let's see. So yeah. So we're all going to get internships. I like that. I like this, kind of world building. It's like, okay, well, how do you become a hero? You have to go to UA, and then you get an internship, and then I guess at some point, if that internship goes well enough, then you're going to get a job, and you'll actually be a full-time pro hero. And it's interesting, like, how they talked about the internships. I really like that. You know, like even the one guy, towards the end there, he was like, there are some third years that still regret the internships they got, which is interesting. You can't, you really do have to choose. Now, granted, it is an internship, so it's not like, they could potentially quit, but then you have to think about how many offers, there still are. Like, how many offers did you get? And, if you didn't perform well at one internship and you try to go get another, are they going to take you, depending on your performance, which at that point just gets into a job, it's all, job politics and stuff like that. So that was interesting. I did like that. And yeah, Eraserhead's past. I did like that. I wrote down Midnight. I love that Midnight came in. I love that Midnight came in to judge their names and help them out with that. And, because, obviously, she's the, over-sexualized hero, the R-rated hero Midnight. But I like that it's not, it doesn't completely define her personality, even though it does also. It's like her whole thing is, is that she is completely sexualized, and she'll like bring up, like in the sports festival when the two of them wanted to withdraw, and she was like, oh, it's so noble and courageous, and it's like, it turns me on. She doesn't shy away from that stuff, but I like that it doesn't actually completely govern like her personality, like she is. Honestly, she's a sweetheart. I love her. I love Midnight. She is just a sweetheart. She's so nice, and she's so encouraging to them. Like when she's critiquing their names and stuff like that. And it's not just she's not just a sex joke. Basically, it's like she does have a fully defined personality. It's just she happens to also be the sex symbol hero. It's like, if All Might is the symbol of peace, she's the symbol of sex for heroes. So, but again, I like that. It's like, she has her gimmick, basically, her superhero gimmick, but she also has a really lovely personality, It's like, we're not in it for her body, we're in it for her personality. And okay, let's be honest, we're also there for the body, because, let's be honest, the show isn't in it for her body. I mean, there was just a straight-on ass shot of her, ass shot, cleavage shot. So, like, they don't shy away from that on this show, which, hey, it works. Anywho, okay, I kind of want to go back to some of these names and hear some of them. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. I'll turn on the subtitles. I'll turn the volume down just a little bit. Alright, so Sparkling Man went first.
The shining hero. My name is I Cannot Stop Twinkling.
I Cannot Stop Twinkling, which Midnight changed into Can't Stop Twinkling. So that's his name now. He is Can't Stop Twinkling. Of course. Of course that's his name. Of course. It works for him, I guess.
You can't deny my sparkle. So you're not really French, are you?
Tuh. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, so Mina's first name that she chose was Alien Queen. Which sounds awesome, you know? Alien Queen. But Midnight remembered the movie Alien, and she was like, nope. Because that's the thing, is Midnight has final say. Midnight, like, what exactly is her role in this school, by the way? Like, what is her role to where, like, she is the final judge of the sports festival and also the final judge of your nicknames, your code names? I don't know, but Alien Queen would have worked. She's got the whole alien thing down.
Alien Queen. Hold on, like that horrible monster with the acidic blood? I don't think so.
Aww.
That one wasn't okay.
Yeah, that one doesn't work.
Those two were so weird. I have to come up with something really clever now.
Yeah.
I think I've got one. Delightful.
Aww. Yeah, and then Sue went with Froppy. Aww, she's so adorable. So, I like that. That's cute.
Makes you sound a pro.
I've got mine too.
Alright, so Kirishima ended up going with Red Riot to pay homage to the Crimson Riot. I like it. I do like that. He's going with Red Riot. It works. It definitely works, you know, with his hair, and from what I remember of his costume, it definitely works. And I think he even had an R already on his costume, if I remember right. So yeah, Red Riot. That's pretty good. Skip ahead.
Want me to help you? I'll run.
Aww. And then I like Midoriya flashing back to when he was a kid trying to figure out a name, and it's all just different variations of All Might, even just All Might Jr. That was cute.
Coming up with all the... I see just how...
Hey, I've got one. How does jamming sound to you?
Oh, it's like Hemingway, who wrote A Farewell to Arms, right?
I didn't expect a Hemingway reference in here. So yeah, Jammingway was the original name, but that didn't go over.
You're clever. I like it.
It's because even though you're powerful, you always jam your brain.
Come on, Zero, quit messing.
Oh, Jiro. She ended up going with Earphone Jack.
Earphone jack. Now
Makes sense.
The tentacle hero.
Tentacle. Hell yeah.
what are you doing with that? A nice portmanteau.
The taping hero.
Cellophane. I like it.
Good work.
Yeah, it's good.
Large hero.
Tailman, simple, but it works.
That one, I guess.
I'm the sweet hero.
Sugar Man.
Perfect.
Pinky.
Work for you, girl.
Oh.
Gun hero. I am Charge.
Charge Bolt. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome.
Tingly. The stealth hero.
To
Invisible girl.
Invisible Girl. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So they actually, like, color in the shadow, sort of the shadow over, or just, like, where her hands are pressing on the board. That's clever. So it's like she's invisible, but you can still kind of see the indent where she's, you know, holding the board. So yeah, Invisible Girl, the most, like, basic name, like, and now she needs to be careful with that if she ever changes to Invisible Woman. Marvel's lawyers are knocking at the door. I can hear them, you know?
Really suits you. Now come on, who's gonna step up next? I hope that I can live up to this.
Creaty. The everything hero, Creaty. I'm not quite sold on that one, but it's cute.
Name. The everything hero. I'm creating. Create.
he just went with Shoto. That's all he went with, just Shoto. I think it's gonna be a bit before he chooses an actual name, because they said these don't have to be your final name, you know.
Your name? Is that it?
Aw,
Black Hero, Tsukuyomi.
Tsukuyomi.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm the first big
and grape juice. That makes sense.
Yep, all about it.
Tuh.
King Explosion Murder.
I'm gonna say that one's a little too violent.
Aw, King Explosion Murder. That's such a Bakugo name. King Explosion Murder. And then when he goes and changes it, it's just Lord Explosion Murder. He basically demoted himself.
Huh? What do you mean? Why don't you be Explosion Boy?
Explosion Boy.
Okay, my turn.
And then Ochako goes up with
This is the
Gravity.
Gravity.
See, I would have just gone with Gravity or Gravity Girl, but Gravity, it's cute. It's a play. It's a pun. I like it.
I just love that. To be honest, choosing names is going faster
Tuh.
than I thought it would.
Yeah.
All we have left is young Bakugo, who needs to rethink his.
Yeah.
And Ida. Oh yes, and Midoriya too.
So Ida, he should have gone up with Engenium, but he just can't bring himself to do it. So, speaking of Engenium is paralyzed. He's not dead. He was not killed by the hero killer Stain, but he was paralyzed, so he's not doing any hero work as Engenium anymore. Oh boy. You know, I kind of like that we're going to give Ida a character arc, but man, this is gonna take him down a dark path, a path of vengeance. Which, that's the other thing too, is that he couldn't win. Ingenium couldn't win on his own. Ingenium couldn't win. Why could Ida? You know? Oy. I don't know, man. But he wanted to pass on the name Ingenium to Tenya, and he just can't. He's not quite there yet, so he's just gonna go with Tenya for now.
Are you
You sure about that? Yeah, man. Remember, that could be your name forever. Right.
And Midoriya obviously went with Deku. Such a great moment. I love moments in this show where I just clench my hand as hard as I possibly can. It doesn't happen often, and it hurts like hell when I do it. But I love those moments. And fine, we haven't had a moment like that in a while, actually. So, it's those kind of moments where I just clench as hard as I possibly can, and it hurts like hell, but I do it. So, he went with the name Deku. Makes sense, because he already, in Season 1, he already, said, it's the name of a hero. So, makes sense that he would choose this. So yeah, I like it. It does work for him. It does work for him. And it also works because I went on that whole thing a few episodes back about Todoroki was saved by the hero known as Deku. When I went on that long spiel about it. Spiels. Oh well. So yeah, he's gonna go with Deku. I do like that. And I like he says, someone helped me realize that it's a better, it can mean more than just an insult, So he's referencing his girl. So that was good. I wrote down the shaking. So Midoriya just shakes in his chair, and that is his exercise. Okay, let me hear that again. What is the whole deal about it? I love it when he mutters.
There he goes again.
Huh? Oh, sorry. What'd you guys say?
You're really thinking hard about this, aren't you?
It's just so weird. He's just shaking.
Already?
What agency?
Oh yeah, and
Gunhead,
Gunhead.
Gunhead's a big brawler, though. Are you?
That does not seem like who Uraraka would go with. And when she said Gunhead, I thought she meant the cowboy. I thought she meant the cowboy guy, but no, she's going with this guy, this big brute. I don't know how well this big brute is gonna go with her pink costume and her adorable name and her adorable face. And fuck, she's cute. Platonically, because she's 15.
Ultimately, that's the plan. But I've been thinking ever since the festival. Well, at least since I faced off against Bakugo. The stronger I am, the more possibilities I'll have.
So she
Learning from a battle hero will give me a different perspective, right?
So she wants to learn from a battle hero to get stronger, which makes sense, and then ultimately become a rescue hero. Which makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
More importantly, there's something I've been meaning to ask you all day. Why are you trembling?
Oh, it's exercise.
Exercise? Were you doing that during the whole class? No way.
Such an old-fashioned way to treat.
A smart one, though. The isometric muscle contraction that's needed to hold your body above your seat makes it an easy way to work out without moving.
Oh, that's what it is.
Why are you trembling?
Oh, it's
Oh, he's literally been holding himself like an inch off of his chair. That's what it... Okay, now I get it. Because I was like, how is him just sort of shaking? Like, how is that exercise? But he's holding himself an inch off of his chair. Wow. That's impressive, I have to say. That is impressive. I could not do that, you know? Like, if I tried to do that while I was doing these videos, no, that ain't happening. But yeah, okay, I like that. Interesting. And, okay, so speaking of internships, Deku got an internship, one offer from Gran Torino, one of the few people that know the true power of One for All, because he was friends with All Might's master. And now he's going to take on Midoriya. And this dude's old. Like, this dude is really old. You know, it's like, oh, he taught for 1 year when All Might was there, you know? And All Might is no spring chicken, you know? So, man, that is crazy. That is definitely crazy, but it's interesting. I like that. It's just, yeah, that's... He's old, but he's going to take on... He's come out of retirement, I guess, to take on Deku for a while. I don't know if he's going to stick with that. If he's going to stick with... if that internship is going to last. I don't know, but maybe. We'll see. And the last thing I wrote down was Ida and Stain. So Ida took a internship in... Was it Husu City? Hatsu City? I don't remember. Tokyo. Somewhere in Tokyo. And that is where his brother was attacked by Stain. So so he's going out there for revenge. He's looking for Stain. And Midoriya... They basically said, it's like, you know, Midoriya basically said, I wish I had pressed him further about it. I would end up regretting that a few days later. It's like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this episode of MHA. Great episode. You know, nice to get back to the class, even though we're going right back out again, but we're doing something different this time. So yeah, this is all very interesting. Where are we gonna go? How is everyone going to fit into their internships? Will Bakugo come up with an actually decent superhero name? Will Shoto? Will Ida end up taking the name Ingenium? Who knows? We'll have to find out next time. So, oh, and our biggest question, is Midnight going to keep being cute? I'm going to say yes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of My Hero Academia reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.